Hey guys, I'm back in our market update part 2, so let's get started. So sorry for the late video. Had a friend who had to move pretty soon, and so I got sidetracked. Wasn't sure I was gonna make the video, but here I am. Just trying to give some quick updates. So let's just start with Destin Rivals. So Destin Rivals, the box price is starting to rise again as expected. So gaming company listed about 100 boxes. Some days ago, I think like 3 to 5 days ago, probably. And I expected the price to go up because I saw the listings. People were listing for more. And so right now we're at about 247. And I'm starting to see the price hover toward like 249. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit about like 247 to 250 pretty soon. Demand is actually a little higher than yesterday at 54. Um, and part of the reason why I expected to go up was mostly that um, the case prices for booster boxes is more expensive. So it's like 247 versus 249. So there's just some sort of there's it doesn't really make sense for a booster box to be cheaper than cases, and people are buying cases to some extent. So just look out for price increases. We've already had our first one of about $2 for ETBs. They sold about 23, less than normal. PCTBs we sold 6, a little less than the day before, just a little lower than normal. And then bundles we sold 29, just like probably like 5 bundles less than normal as well. Cases we sold only 1 yesterday, but 3 today, so that helped flush out some of the cheaper supply. There's a more expensive one over here at 1500. I guess 1500 is kind of normal, but I'm still seeing like the about 4 cases around 1495. Seems like there's always just enough supply to be at that price point. But now that booster boxes that do go up, these will go up as well to some extent. So look out for that. Black Bull White Flare. I think the ETBs went up or went down by like $1 or so. So yeah, ETBs for Black Bolt went down by $1. White Flare went down by $2. The main numbers seem higher in general. So you see 34 Black Bolt ETBs bought. It's the most this whole month. Even 14 already sold today. For bundles sold 20, which is a good amount. It's kind of one of the probably the 5th highest amount this whole month. Usually it's closer to like 10. And then binders sold 3, which is kind of like a medium amount. And then for ETBs for White Flare, you see over here 25. It's tying the previous high, which just happened a few days ago, and it's already 14 sold today. So we are getting closer to release day. People are buying up more and more of these as they just want them for a reason. Yeah, bundles having like kind of second most amount sold yesterday at about 20. Sometimes it's more like 6 to 10. And then for binders, 4 sold, which is kind of like a medium high amounts, matches like some of the higher peaks over here. All right, next we'll go to Journey Together. And Journey Together is over here. So Journey Together, you see just price increases all around. Like Journey Together is just doing a lot better. I just wouldn't be surprised if we just saw prices rise. So box demand is okay-ish. 14 was sold yesterday. 1 case was sold. I think it was yesterday as well. You see that booster boxes went up $1 for this one, $2 for this one. ETs went up $1. This case went up $64, and this case went up to $2. So now you're seeing the price points as on the high side you see 232 and 219 for a booster box, and then on the lower side I see 207 and then about 202 for if you buy the cheaper booster box or a case. Yeah, this one it's at 207, but honestly there's 3 of those, and it's really hovering more around 210 pretty strongly. The caveat is that all these prices are really close to each other, so it's possibly going to lead to a drop later on. Like it's kind of when you see all this bunching up, like once you get to here, it's 20991 to like 20999. It's not a huge spread. It's like pennies literally. So that doesn't really help the price go up. For this one though, you're selling 4 of them over here, and people are paying $230. Like I wrote, so yeah, there's a lot. It's getting quite a bit more expensive to go Journey Together. You buy for this listing. I see 1, 2, 3, like 5 sales for $230, and it might even rise even more, but it's hovering around 235. It might even hit like 240s. For whatever reason, this box is just gaining more traction. ETBs social demand at 8, PCTBs social demand at 2, Bundles, kind of normalish demand at 9. And then again, cases, the other day we saw more case demand, but yesterday we saw one sold. Still quite a few around 12, like 12.10ish. If those go out and raise to 12.40, that'd be a good thing for join together prices. And this one, there were no sales, but I think someone just removed their listing, and now like we're just at 1300. No, people don't buy the offer for this one, but it helps promote that join together is stronger. Okay, Paldean Fates is next. So Paldean Fates over here. The main difference is that the PCCB went down by $5. The bundles still have a ceiling due to where is it? Yeah, Devastation has 190 boxes at $68, so that's putting a ceiling on these booster bundles. Demand is decent at 22. It's been selling kind of decently, not as much as 151, but still decent. Packs haven't really been selling. There are more packs around 1153, just one other seller. Otherwise, most of the packs are around 1224, 1225. ETBs have been having kind of slower demand. 2 were sold today, that helps. There is a decent spread here. This is like 183 all the way to 189. Not too bad of a spread. And then PC TBs, they're actually selling more than normal ETBs. So 3 sold yesterday, 2 sold today. And let's see, it goes up to like 250 to 260. So that's kind of the range. But there's quite a couple of ETBs here, like 4, 3, 2. Like people don't tend to buy like a ton of ETBs at once, I think. Yeah, a lot of people just buy one, so that is a good amount of supply. And then booster bundle displays, none of them were sold yesterday, so the price is the same. There's still this really cheap seller here. Otherwise, the boxes still have that ceiling of 755 because Trading Card World has these 78 cases. Even Nina Harrison over here has 18, so a bunch of booster bundle cases. All right, Crown Zenith is next. So Crown Zenith, I'm seeing price changes. So the packs, there's more packs available now at cheaper. So this is 10.50. This and then ETBs continue to decline $2. So ETBs have been on a pretty steady decline nowadays. I think that's but bundles finally might rise. So yeah, packs. I noticed that there's suddenly 100 packs at 10.50. So that's and then there's these at 10.80. These 20 packs. So Crown Zenith packs are going down. Unfortunately, I think only when I added up. Only 7 in Crown Zenith. Actually, a lot of people were buying 151 and Prismatic though. 242 151 packs sold yesterday, a ton. And then if you add today and yesterday, 400 packs, 400 plus packs of Prismatic. Prismatic packs about a whole $1 from that. So I'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, there's less attention on Crown Zenith now, more attention on 151 and Prismatic. Crown Zenith seems Sky, 2 sold. It's something. So look at Jam Sneakers to get rid of their stuff. So it could go to 173. But ETBs going down doesn't really help. But only 1 sold for ETBs. And yeah, this is at 175. This is 175. Like more and more sellers are listing around like 175 nowadays. So it's kind of saturating the market at that price point. Bundles had a little more demand. So 4 sold yesterday, 2 sold today after having 3 days of no sales. I'm just waiting for it to finally reach 87. It's not really much, but honestly, if these 2 are sold, then we can hit like literally like the 90s. Like this is pretty much like $93. So, but the I don't know how the reviews are because I see not 100% feedback. Yeah, but bundles, yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, some people are actually buying. Someone actually bought a bundle for $95. I should make a note of that. Bought for 95. Okay, and then next is 151. So this is where I kind of ran out of time, and I do have the prices, but I didn't look at the graphs as much, so I might be looking at these real time. Bundles went up $1.50. ETBs went down by $5, and then posters went down by about $0.25. Bundles over here, let's look at them. Good amount of bundles, more bundles bought yesterday at 44. It's a little higher than normal. Normally it's like closer to the 20s. There's still probably there's like a ceiling before from like WD cards. I don't really see any anymore. So this is like $76. So bundles might finally rise. I don't see like a ton of a supply of bundles available anymore. Bundle displays still selling pretty decently. Like 2 sold yesterday, 1 sold today, and I think the price stayed. Price stayed about the same though. But yeah, bundle displays are still getting sold. Next is packs. So packs, I think the price didn't really change for the better much. It's at 15 cents. But that's kind of the because of the way I track it. I just put the lower ones at 1020 over here. There's 15 packs. But that does jump to like the 1030s and 1040s. So there's 1040, 1050 over here. UPCs sold 0 yesterday, 1 today, and you still see a bunch of the Pulsal scam ones over here. Two fresh cards. Now they have a more reasonable looking price at 385, but let's see if anyone bought it. 369 was bought. So yeah, nothing really happening with UPCs at the moment. PCTBs sold 1 yesterday, and yeah, it looks like a cheap one was bought at $5.99. Actually, $5.99 is kind of more normal, but yeah, they still have these 7 over here. It's like, unfortunately, if this is a scam, it does kind of stagnate the price a little bit. So I do see the price around $6.50 still up for PCTBs. Normally TBs are actually raising demand a lot, so let me make a note of that. So T1 ETB demand rising, and I still see a bunch of them around the 245, 250 though. But Steam Team Fresh Card still has their 6. So let's see, the 242.97. I just want to know if anyone bought theirs. I do see one person bought one yesterday. Otherwise, people seem to be buying other ones. Poster collections over here. 3 sold yesterday, 4 sold today. Not bad. If I filter data a little bit, then I see still goes up 34. But yeah, there's like some cheaper ones over here. Binders sold quite a bit more. So 2 the other day, 1 yesterday, 2 today. I think people are buying some of the scam binders, to be honest, and I think this is having the biggest effect. So sorry to you guys who bought the binder and maybe are not getting your binders. And Blooming Waters demand is increasing. 19 sold. And yeah, I'm starting to see 122, 124 here. Blooming Waters is starting to finally recover. Finally. Blooming, finally recovering. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. It's been stuck in like the 120s, and it's finally seen signs of going to 125. We're at $10 a pack. Like, get ready for 151 to start rising, guys. We also saw bundles have their price ceiling going away because there's no longer that seller with all those bundles. Prismatic, you've been seeing 2 straight days of rises. So Prismatic is actually doing quite a bit of recovery right now. And yeah, so each bundles are up $1. Surprise box is up $1. Super Premium up $2. PCTB is down $10. Bundle packs up $1. This was the biggest thing. So Super Premium over here sold about 18, and when I filter over here, 199, it's 202. So actually, Super Premium is going to their upper limit. Like usually they go to about 200. So usually 190 to 200. So it seems like they're doing a little better. Prismatic bundles are sold about 55. It's pretty good. I was hoping to finally see $70 prices. I guess this is around $70 over here. Maybe we'll break the 70s, hit like 71 or something. But it does seem like Prismatic is the only down stuff are like the non-desired stuff like pouches are still kind of down, but you're seeing other things rise. I see ETB demand rise over here at 40, and when I filter it for Prismatic, let's see. Yeah, I'm starting to see 111. Maybe I saw it yesterday, but yeah, we're starting to. Oh my god, Devastation listed 193 ETBs. So that's gonna turn the price. ETBs listed. Yeah, that's gonna keep the price around 110. I wouldn't be surprised if ETBs drop because people are gonna try to undercut it. PC ETBs still selling pretty good, 21. So yeah, you're seeing demand drop overall a little bit, but demand is still higher in general, like compared to the first initial spike. So now we're about 225. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like dropping a bit more. There's more sellers selling around this price, but yeah, we're starting to flush out some of that supply. This is packs. Yeah, packs. You see this big spike over here. You have to add up the stuff to get the more accurate thing because a lot of these are picture listings they don't add. But yeah, this is page 2. So you're starting to see that there are some cheaper packs for Prismatic, but there's barely any of them. This is like 2 packs, 1 pack, 5 packs. So once you get to the next page is when you start seeing more higher numbers, and you see like $10.99, so basically $11. So it went up like a whole dollar a day, and that might not seem like a big deal to some of you guys, but like Prismatic has been like really cheap lately. It's finally starting to get like a more better price per pack, and that tends to rise up other products. Bundle displays, I think there wasn't much change. None of them sold yesterday. There's still not a lot of them around. Surprise boxes are over here. Sold 28, and they were kind of like dropping. They were like the ceiling was like 50. They're starting to recover a little bit. I see it's going to 52 now, which is good. But yeah, they're usually around like 45 to 55. Binders over here, having pretty steady demand. 4 sold yesterday, 5 sold today. Let's see. Generally it looks better. I'm seeing 66, but the ceiling is like 66, 67, so that's not a big range. Pouches are hanging higher demand, seeing like 10 selling a day. When I filter it down, I'm finally starting to see like it costs $50, so maybe the pouches are finally starting to run out of supply. This also might be why packs are rising. And then tin displays, no recent sales. Actually, there was a sale yesterday for just loose tins, but it's not really that great. So I wouldn't be surprised if like tin displays are kind of stagnating. There's not a lot of sales. It hasn't quite dropped yet. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks guys, bye.